this is actually the storm that's going to be merging with Hurricane Sandy to form the Frankenstorm.
Hurricane Sandy hammered the Bahamas early Friday after leaving 21 dead across the Caribbean. Some are calling it a superstorm. What is that all about?
As this storm moves farther north, it will expand. It's just really moving into a question of where.
This morning I formally declared a state of emergency in anticipation of Hurricane Sandy. We should not underestimate the impact of this storm, and we should not assume the predictions will be wrong.
The MTA has announced that they will start shutting down service. Subways starting at 7 tonight, buses at 9 tonight.
This guy at the beach was saying that, oh, this is all for nothing. The guy says, in 40 years I've lived here, nothing has happened. And this could be the one time.
This is a serious and big storm.
If something looks like it's stupid to do, it is stupid. Staying on the Barrier Islands for 36 hours of hurricane force winds of 75 miles an hour or more, sustained, not gusting, is stupid.
Tens of thousands of people were ordered to evacuate coastal areas on Sunday from Maryland through Connecticut as Hurricane Sandy prepared to make landfall Monday or early Tuesday.
There's a shot of Atlantic City, New Jersey this morning as Hurricane Sandy is on her way. Stock and options markets are closed today. Thousands of flights have been canceled. Earnings reports are being delayed. And like I said, Sandy isn't even here yet.
The East Coast grinding to a halt as Hurricane Sandy prepares to make landfall. What are the major steps you should be doing to protect your home and the belongings from damage from flooding?
Well, everybody should have a go kit. And everybody should have a plan as to where they're going to evacuate to, and let relatives or friends know where it is that you're going.
Just like people were doing, we wanted them to make their preparations early, start thinking about putting aside some of their pets' food, some clean water for their pets for drinking, their pets' medications, their pets' medical records.
2 crew members are missing from the HMS Bounty. It was a tall ship. It has sunk. Well, that is a live shot of a crane here in New York City. It has flopped over.
This is a massive storm.
The most important message that I have for the public right now is please listen to what your state and local officials are saying. When they tell you to evacuate, you need to evacuate.
The East Coast reeling this morning as it absorbs the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy, where economic damages could be in the range of 10 to 20 billion. At least 30 people have been killed in 7 states. More than 8 million homes are without power. And in New York City, the wounds are particularly severe. In the borough of Queens, between 80 to 100 homes caught fire last night and were destroyed. Public transportation, meantime, continues to be closed after extensive flooding. There is no timeline on when that will change.
The level of devastation at the Jersey Shore is unthinkable.
People did have access to information that was still going on. A lot of people were getting tweets. There's ways you can get tweets without actually having internet or being on Twitter, because everyone has a smartphone and they're taking a lot of photos.
Everybody's a reporter now.
Exactly.
Right.
And you know, there was incredible images being shared.
What are the problems with trying to assess damage at this stage?
Well, there's 2 types of damage we're talking about here. One is property damage. So how much damage is there to people's homes, to office buildings, to roads, to the subway system that gets people to work.
millions are still without power as the East Coast struggles to recover from Superstorm Sandy. At least 55 lives have been claimed so far in the U.S. Here in New York, Manhattan is beginning a difficult recovery process with paralyzed transportation services and power outages. You can just see massive paralysis coming to the city.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, the city's just not set up to have everybody who needs to work here drive in.
You have to have 3 people in the car. The bottom line is the streets can only handle so much.
President Obama and New Jersey Governor Chris Christie surveyed storm damage across the Garden State.
When all of you look around and you see all this destruction, that's fine. But you know what? All that stuff can be replaced. You look to your right and to your left, to your husband or wife, your son or your daughter. Right? Those are the things that can't be replaced.
Day 3 of Superstorm Sandy recovery, and the death toll has risen to at least 72, nearly half of those in New York City, where fires still smolder in Queens, and there are reports of looting in Brooklyn and Long Island. Meantime, tens of thousands of people in the Northeast are battling traffic, gas lines, limited public transit to return to work this morning.
Superstorm Sandy likely delivered insurance companies a $20 billion bill.
Recovery is underway. New York is starting to build again. The inspections of the crane on West 57th Street are complete. We plan to reopen public schools for classes on Monday. The MTA really did a phenomenal job of getting subway service partially restored in just a few days.
The governor was just speaking. It looks like some relief is going to be on the way for New Yorkers and people in New Jersey.
Look, it's been a long week. It has been a long week for everyone. It's not over. There are still inconveniences, but it could have been a lot worse. And let's not minimize what we went through. You know, sometimes we can have a short memory. After the storm we went through on Monday, everything shouldn't be back to normal by Friday. It's going to take time.